Hey guys, Southwest Gunner here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting a new mini-series where we're going to be doing reviews on gun shops throughout the country, basically. We're going to try to go state to state and show different places. And today's the first episode. We're here with Diamondback Shooting Sports in Tucson, Arizona. I'm joined by my friends Roman, who does the Cerakote for the shop. Got David here, he does purchasing. You know, purchasing manager, right? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Pretty much manager. And then sales manager, my buddy Nick here. Say hi, guys. You guys all.
How's it going?
How's it going? Hello.
Hey.
Right. But yeah, basically, we did a tour of the shop, as you guys can see. You know, through the edit and everything we just did, just showing the place around and talking about what we like about the shop and just kind of inviting people in, you know, to come check it out. Basically, just going to ask you guys questions about the shop, some information you might have, some information you might not. I guess I'll just start with, how long has the shop been around? For years, right? It's been a long time.
That's past my time.
The shop has definitely been around before 2000, for sure.
In one capacity or other.
And it was under, it was under the name of Diamondback Police Supply.
Wow.
Strictly police procurement,
So
equipment
over
wise.
like 25 years, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So the shop's been around a long time. How long have you guys been working here for?
I've been here for 2015, since 2015, actually.
2015. How about you, Roman? You've been here for a while.
2017-ish? About?
I think so.
You've been here for a couple of years, yeah.
Wow. Nick, how long you been here?
Probably close to 5 months now.
All right, so he's a newbie.
We're the only OG.
So I guess
Cool,
I'm passing
cool.
the mic around here.
The shop's beautiful. You know, we just showed the video of the whole shop, and you know, the layout is phenomenal. The visuals incredible. The selection is where it's at. I noticed that you guys have pretty much everything when it comes to guns, ammo, tactical gear. You're talking everything. There's some golden nuggets out there, certain guns. Like I saw the EBR was out there. They've even got suppressors, machine guns. I mean, the works. You guys have a Sten on display. Notice that, and that's for sale.
For sale, yes.
Pretty badass gun. So if anybody's out there wants to buy a machine gun, come on by and buy that. But the layout's nice. It's a big shop. It's a couple floors. They've got a whole machine shop here. They do Cerakote. They do like barrel work. They have a whole gunsmithing area. But it's a phenomenal shop. What are some of the things that people could expect when they come here? Like the atmosphere seems to be very friendly. It's like a family-oriented kind of thing.
Yeah, the atmosphere is very friendly for sure. We strive on providing the customer as much information as possible with the products that they want to buy.
Yeah.
If they don't know it, we'll try to explain to them, kind of get them, acclimated to the product itself. So
yeah, you guys have all different types of shooters. You got beginners.
Yeah.
You got people that have experience. You got guys that do YouTube and all that crap. So we're here too, you know. So you get a whole different, plethora and different audience that comes in. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we try not to make people feel like they're dumb or anything like that either. So
Yeah, more welcome.
Exactly.
Open door.
We try, as I do a lot of sales as well, it's, we don't want to sell you anything just to sell you something. We just want to make sure that what you do buy is the right thing for your skill level, for you, for whatever you're trying to do. We also do training. At the end of the day, we're going to try to pair you up with whatever's right.
appropriate
But
for him.
if you say, the hell with it, we'll sell you whatever you want to. That's
Yeah. It's cool. It's very lenient. Like you guys just kind of just give them a direction to at least start in, which is nice. Path to
that's what we
follow.
try to do. But as if you come in here and say you want a 50 cal for everyday carry, we'll sell you a Desert Eagle 150 cal.
Yeah,
it's
why
your
not,
decision.
Or if you want a high point, that's up to you too.
And of course,
We won't do
what's
that.
right for one isn't always the right thing for everyone. It's not all set in stone. There's no written law of what
No,
you
no,
should not buy. Some
everybody's
people look
different,
for specific things.
They like different things. We respect that. Do we like it? No.
Depends what it is, right? But
That's true.
Yeah.
it's a good selection. Like I said, there's a bunch of pistols. I mean, there's everything. You guys have rifles, pistols, suppressors, like gear, ammo. I mean, I went out there and I don't think there was a single thing. You guys even sell steel targets, paper targets, stands,
there's been
tripods, the works.
There's been a real big change with our new owner. We used to be a little bit limited in what we brought in and the amounts we brought in. The new kind of way of the shop is we're going to try to bring everything in.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out because we're bringing in a lot of stuff.
From like tactical to hunting.
Exactly. We're trying to bring everything in between. if it doesn't work out, you guys will get a bunch of discounts in about a year. But it's,
right. Nick, a question for you, I guess, is being on the floor, and you've been here for 5 months. But what's some of the stuff that you would consider probably being like the highest selling items right now in the shop? Like, what's selling probably more than anything? Is it pistols? Is it ammo? Is it suppressors?
Pistols, definitely pistols. A lot of people are wanting to arm themselves. A lot of them are not wanting to break the bank. Absolutely, concealed carry. We try to match the right pistol to the right person for the most part.
What kind of pistols do you think you sell the most? Like brand-wise, is it SIG, Glock, Beretta? What do you think's going the most?
What moves surprisingly fast are the Tauruses.
Yeah, it seems to be that's the answer I seem to get from a lot of shops, just asking them in general. That Taurus is because it's affordability, and I wouldn't say that they're not reliable. They're not the most reliable. I wouldn't say that they're horrible, but they're also not good. You know what I mean? They're like they're okay.
They're
right?
entry guns.
It's better than not carrying anything at all.
I agree.
I think the U.S. made ones have really
Stepped up their quality.
Very nice. Good. It's good to hear. I feel like I'm an advocate for not selling anything that will cost you your life. If you're coming here for something that's going to protect you and keep you alive, I'm going to sell you what. I wouldn't push super expensive stuff, but I would try to be like, hey, go for like this or that, and if they're coming up and doing their thing pretty good right now, Taurus, then good for them, making sure it's a reliable product. I don't care how your product looks. I don't care any of that stuff. I care that it works and that it works as it's supposed to, right? And if a company could put out a good product for a good price, then that to me is a win. So.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mikey.
I know they kind of covered this, but one of my guys on the floor said to me, he's like, yes, we're a gun store, but we don't just sell guns. We are selling the right gun to the right person.
Yeah.
And that's a
good point.
Yeah.
It's a big. And that's the vibe that I got. As soon as I came in here, like I said, it was like very welcoming. It was like family immediately. Everybody said hello. Everybody wanted to meet me and say hi and just be friendly. And it's been an amazing shop. Like I saw the awards on the wall that it's like #1 shop kind of thing, like they kept winning all these awards, and I can see why. To me, this is my #1 shop, and no offense to the others out there, and I know we're gonna do videos with them as well, but I just have everybody has their preference, and I just feel like that this one was the most welcoming. It was the most the selection was phenomenal. That really stands out to me the most, is the selection of stuff you have here or what you can get. Like if it's not here, we can get it, but majority of the time when I'm looking for anything, it's already here. So that to me really stood out. And like I said, the welcoming feeling is it's nice. You go to some shops and they're kind of, if you're not spending big, or if you're not, they think you're not knowledgeable, they look at you, kind of judge you. You don't get that here.
That's something that all of the sales guys we try to drill it into since I've been here, is don't talk like you know more than the customer, because most of the time the customer is just testing you out, like, trying to pretend that he doesn't know, and then you sell him some sort of story on, oh yeah, I do this and this, and he's just looking at you like, okay, yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So,
it's not like that here, and one thing I do like about here is I noticed that there's a lot of shops that have products that they sell and they get like quotas, or it's like the product of the month or something, and they'll try to push this stuff on people no matter what, even if they're not looking for something like that. Here I don't get that vibe at all. It's literally, you walk in the door and they're like, what could I help you with? Like, what are you looking for? Is there something? Maybe they'll even say, oh, I'm not really sure. I have an idea of what I'm looking for, but I'm looking for a suggestion, and then you guys bring a lot of good information to the table. It's impressive.
That's my personal spiel whenever I'm doing sales. What have you heard of? What draws you to a particular gun? Where can I kind of guide you?
There's a lot of rumors too, like with products. Like you'll hear the stories of things, like people. You've got like the fuddy kind of stories, or this and that. And it's nice to clear the air. I heard about this product and it's great and this and that. It might not be. They might be like, well, there's a lot of like influencers and a lot of things pushing this stuff, but in reality it's shit, or it's underrated product.
Exactly.
Well, I was heard about this product. Like, I mean, one of the things I'll mention is like Yankee Hill machine. I think is pretty impressive for suppressors.
Very underrated.
Very underrated, and I like the fact that they're starting to come up a lot more. Like people are starting to go for them
I remember
more often.
when I first got into suppressors, it was only them, AAC, Gemtech, and Surefire, and they were all
AAC,
12, 1400 bucks.
Yeah.
Love AAC. That was my first can. It was an AAC. And that's the thing. I went with them because the guy was truthful with me at the shop that I got it from and said, they're pretty underrated.
Yeah.
Like it's older tech, but it's very, very good suppressor. So
works.
it's cool getting that truthful, that truthful vibe here.
And you'll never see us push a J-frame on a 90-year-old lady. So
Yeah, that's another thing. You get ages and you get all types of different people. You got people that are even coming in that are probably even scared of guns, and they're trying to they're trying to figure it out. They want to protect themselves and they just have never done it before. So it's nice to have that.
Yeah, a lot of time we get like new customers coming in, know nothing about the product, and it's like, what are you interested in? Like how much you want to spend on the gun too. So we just kind of show them a plethora of guns for that price point that they want it for. So
It's cool.
we try not, like Roman said, we try not to push certain products on the customer. They just show
what
them the
your
variety
budget-
and let them
yeah.
choose what they want. So
Very cool.
steer you away from what we think is not right. Especially, we have a lot of older people who come in, I just need a little revolver in 38. I'm like, well, do you shoot? No, I've never shot a gun before.
Well, maybe look at this instead. Yeah.
Look at this.
I mean, it's not like you're saying it's a bad decision. You're just kind of like, I think this will fit you better. And then when they,
Or, hey,
in the end,
do you want to take one of our classes and maybe shoot one before you make that decision? Not really.
And that's another thing that I think is so good about this company is that you have those offers to like you can go to class and train and learn your gun or learn what you're going to actually like and not like, and I mean, we're homies and we were talking about like, oh, you could borrow this, borrow that. You want to do reviews on that. It's cool. Like that's that vibe I'm talking about where it's very welcoming and it's like, it's just, there's no, guns in general are a very stressful thing, right? Especially being in a shooting situation, obviously, is like the most stressful thing. But like having to make the right decision and you've earned that money, you broke your ass off to try and get it. It's like you want to make sure you buy the right product. So having that clarity is very nice because these other shops, they'll just push.
Oh yeah, I mean, we've all been to those shops. Like you said, some shops don't treat you right unless you're dropping 5 Gs on a Nighthawk. Do we want to sell stuff like that? Yeah, of course, but our market doesn't allow that to a certain extent. We want to have a bunch of Nighthawks down in a display case, but they don't move.
there's not enough customer base for all of them.
I mean, you got a stand in there. There's some cool stuff on display. You got the EBR, you got the stands, you got the heavy scars. I mean, I was looking around and really just taking in everything that's there, and I'm like, man, there's some good ass.
We try to do a little bit of everything, knowing that our Tucson market is. There's a couple other shops that kind of specialize in that high-end stuff already. So
I also want to mention that the prices are really good too. I was looking online. I'm very happy to see that you guys have the hog saddle stuff in the in shop. That's actually what we're using right now for the camera. Was Mikey bought his tripod and ball head and everything from here. And like I said to you, I was looking at the ball head online from like the manufacturer, and it was a fortune. I bought it, I was like, I really don't want to spend this much money, and canceled the order. And because I was like, I'm not gonna get the ball head, but you need it for the tripod. So I was very disappointed because I was like, I gotta get one. You guys had it for a fraction of the cost on display, and I was like, all right, I'm buying it right here, right now.
That's another thing. If you guys see it online, say a lot cheaper than what we have in store, we'll work with you.
That's awesome.
We'll try to match it if we can. We'll tell you.
There's some stuff you just can't do it, right?
We don't sell the volume.
Nice to see that you guys offer that too, because a lot of shops, they will not do it. And it's like, why would I'll just order it, and
we'll work with you guys, man. If it gets you in the door and we make a sale or we get you to come back for something else, that's our whole thing.
And love the product you got, and enjoy your time here. It's like a win-win because you guys are getting a sale done, but at the same time, the people are feeling like, dude, I didn't get ripped off. I got it for a great price. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of time on the purchasing side of it wise, we buy it at a good price, and we try to pass the same to the customer too. So we don't gouge anybody on the pricing either. So we got it for a good price. We'll sell it for the prices appropriate for it. So.
Oh yeah.
We've the whole time I've been with the company, we've never. During, the scary bans or whatever that go, or threat of a ban that goes around, we've never raised our prices. We've always stayed same spot.
That's a big thing. I think that is definitely something to mention, is a lot of people will price gouge the shit out of you. And there are guys that they think I don't know. I do plan on calling some people out. I will say that. Not right now. When I do their shop review, they'll send some of their little cronies out to these gun shows and sell ammo for way more than it's worth.
Yeah.
And they think I don't realize who they are and that they work for certain companies, certain shops around here. And when the time comes, I'm going to call them out and be like, I don't agree with that, but it's nice to hear you guys saying, we're not going to do that.
No. The only thing we have done is limits, and we do that just so that everybody can get
gets
some.
some. Yeah.
Oh yeah, which I like also, because you got these guys that go and buy an entire pallet of ammo and stick it in their garage to collect dust.
And resell it too, for that matter. That's the other problem.
And that's realistically, that's what a big percentage of the reason why the prices did go up was just because of the consumer itself. People that were loaded, buying pallets at a time and making the availability.
COVID was crazy. COVID was nuts. We had, for a whole year, we had 2 or 3 customers that were at the door same time every morning, buying their limit of ammo, and then on the weekends they would go to the swap meet or whatever, and they were selling it.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and I came into purchasing it right at the tail end of the COVID scare, and finding products was still hard.
Don't do that. Don't be a shitbag like that. I'm saying it straightforward. Just remember this: whatever you do during the time of COVID or something like that, the sickness itself will pass, but what you do during that time will stay forever.
Oh yeah.
I still remember people's faces that were like punching grandmas in the face over toilet paper, and it's like, are you out of your mind? Those people still exist and go to the day-to-day life, to their job now, probably thinking about it like, I punched a 90-year-old woman in the face for a roll of toilet paper.
Go home and take a shower, dude.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy though. So yeah, it's nice to know you guys, don't price gouge and stuff like that when it comes to emergency situations like that too.
Right.
And you guys seem to have a pretty good stock of stuff, from what I can tell. Like it's
do at the
ready
moment,
to go.
We try, yeah.
And that can always vary. We're not, market what we can afford at the time and stuff like that, but we try, especially with our new current administration, if you want to call it that, we've been a lot better at bringing in fresher stuff.
Yeah.
I noticed something new. You guys got your silencer shop.
Finally we have a kiosk.
Which is awesome. It took some time, but that's great, especially right now with suppressors being approved so fast. I did put up a short just the other day on kind of I got a direct answer from the ATF through a friend of mine who runs a shop, and he asked them basically, what is happening? Why is this happening? And we put that video up, and long story short, they basically were getting ready for the pistol brace ban, and they were hiring people on to approve stocks, the Form 1s, because they knew everybody's going to want to jump on the SBR game. But that didn't go through, so they hired all those people on, and they applied them now to doing courses.
That's why it's
that's why it's the new norm. They had all these contractors, and then they realized, well, now that we can speed up the CAN process, we're making all this money now because everybody's buying suppressors left and right. $200 adds up quick, so they can afford to pay these employees.
The last 2 years for the shop, and we've never sold as many cans as we have.
Yeah,
it's
incredible.
Been crazy.
What are the times like right now you guys are seeing on approvals?
It varies with the time-wise. Individuals, it goes a lot quicker.
Yeah.
If it's on the trust, it's will take a little longer, maybe about the same time frame as it was before.
Yeah.
About 6 to 9 months, give or take.
Understandably, there's a little more to research. Mikey's just got approved today. And his was, what's that?
Got approved yesterday.
Oh, he got approved yesterday, and it was exactly 2 weeks, just like mine.
Nice.
And 4SD was exactly 2 weeks. So that seems to be like the time frame I'm noticing is like a pattern.
Unless your name is Jose Rodriguez, then 6 months.
Yeah. If you have a common name, it's going to be a lot harder. Being the only person in the country with my name makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it's nice though. It's sped up this much, and as it should be. It honestly shouldn't be a wait at all. It should be the same way as we do guns, just a NICS check and out the door. But that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
But it is nice seeing that the gun industry, let's say that, or the federal government, where it is taking a step in the right direction as far as our rights. It's a better step towards what we want instead of against what we want, So
one thing, if you guys are thinking about getting a can, just get one. Government already
Don't
knows you
wait,
have
yeah.
a gun. You're already.
Yeah, the last actually that video I did with the ATF update, I just answered a comment. Somebody said, "Well, now you're on a list," and I was like, "I got news for you, pal. If you think you're off the grid in 2024, you're definitely.
If you have a social security number, they have your
you
information.
do a NICS check on a gun in a shop, you're on a list.
Yeah,
I
you're on a
promise
list.
you.
If you
They've
know
got
somebody-
facial recognition. Yeah, you're on a list for everything. Everybody forgets that when they were in kindergarten, they took all our fingerprints.
Yeah,
You know, it's too late. So that whole thing is just stupid. And even if you are on a list, good. Pull up. Anyway, but yeah, no, I think it's stupid that people fear. It's all the fear mongering.
It is.
They don't understand it. I mean, they think that when you buy a gun, nobody's gonna know I bought it cash. Okay, you bought the gun cash. Have you ever bought ammo at a store with a card, debit or credit? They know. Have you ever bought a magazine with guns in it?
I'm sure they know. Yeah, I mean the whole fear thing, and it's like if you have any questions, come on to the shop, ask some questions.
Yeah.
They'll give you straightforward answers. They're not gonna sugarcoat it. You know, they're just gonna keep it real with you, and definitely just come on by. But I think that's about everything that we needed to cover on the shop. So if you guys are in the Tucson area, or if you're in Arizona at all, just visiting, swing on by down to Diamondback Shooting Sports. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Take care.